Hello everyone, this is Istani, and as usual, let's first check the return of the previous package that I have introduced 2 weeks ago, and then let's see the new package for the next 2 weeks. Let me start this video with this famous statement that 95% of the people they lose money in the trading, and only 5% at the end they manage to earn money from trading. The reason is that trading needs an emotionless discipline, which is difficult for human to achieve. And that's why I have chosen machine trading. In this strategy, I use a code which is equipped with different technical analysis to select a package of 8 or 15 stocks for a duration of 2 weeks. And at the end of these 2 weeks, I sell the previous package and buy a new package. And then bi-weekly I post a new video to check the return of the previous package and also to introduce the new package. As I have explained in the previous video, I have added 2 new features to the videos. One of these features is market forecasting using machine learning technique. In this technique, I trained a machine learning tool with different market indicator in the past to forecast the future. Here, for example, you can see the market forecast for Nasdaq Composite for a duration of 90 days. These dot points show the market forecast, and the red curve show the price changes during these 90 days. For 2 days, for here you can see 2 days forecast and 4 days forecast. As you see, this method at the end is not able always to predict the behavior of the market, because market behaves according to the new news rather than similar condition in the past. The second feature is the package of 5 stocks instead of the package of 15 stocks in order to reduce the cost of the brokers. However, although the return of 5 stocks is higher, but the risk of 5 stocks also is higher than 15 stocks, because if one stocks in this package drops, this risk or this loss will be split among 5 stocks rather than 15 stocks, and it is clear that then the risk will be higher. Let's first check the return of the previous packages, and then I will show the new package for the next 2 weeks. First, I will show the return of 5 stocks strategy and then 8 stocks strategy. This is the 5 stocks package that I have shown in the previous videos. These are the stocks in this package and the buying price, meaning that the price at Friday afternoon after market closing. And these are the normalized price changes for each stocks, 60 days price changes. As I have explained in the previous video, this is a package has been selected for a passive bi-weekly trading, meaning that during these 2 weeks you don't need to do anything, and only at the end of each 2 weeks you need to sell the previous package and buy a new package. And then with this method, we select the stocks which are suitable for such a method, meaning that bi-weekly passive investment or trading. And as I have explained again in the previous video, what I do on Monday after market opening, I replace one by one the previous package with the new package. I don't sell the whole package and buy a new package, because to avoid being out of the market for some hours on Monday. And these are now the return of the previous package. As you see, the returns of each individual stocks are changing between 4% and minus 1%. And the average of this package is 1.1% compared to the market, for example, S&P and Nasdaq. As you see, this package is more or less the same as the market, in the same level of the market. And here you can see the price changes, 74 days price, normalized price changes for each stocks, and the price after the 60 days is the price changes during the last 2 weeks. Before checking the return of the 8 stocks strategy, let's first add the previous package to our return since the beginning of 2022. As you see here, our return since the beginning of 2022 with this last package reached something around 36%. As usual, you can read the accumulative return on the right axis together with this orange curve and the return of each individual package since the beginning of the year with this blue bar and the left axis. And for example, the previous package, as you have seen in the previous slide, was something around 1%, which has been shown with this bar. And as you see, it's around 1%. And these are the return of the 8 stocks strategy. And again, here you can see the price changes during the last 74 days, normalized price changes. And as you see, the return of this package are changing between 5%, close to 6%, and -1%. And the average of this package is 1.7%, which is slightly better than 5 stocks strategy and also the market. And let's add now also this one to our return since the beginning of the year. Now, if we add this the return of our previous package to our return since the beginning of 2022, as you see, we end up something close to 15%, and it is at the end lower than 5 stock strategy, but as I have explained in the previous video, that the risk also will be lower than 5 stocks strategy. And as you see here, the maximum during this year was for 8 stock strategy was close to 11%, and the minimum for the 8 stocks was close to -5%. Before checking the new package for the next 2 weeks, let's have a look on the market forecast for the next coming weeks. And then we will see the new package. As usual, here you can see the market forecast for 4 different indexes: S&P, Jones, Nasdaq, and Bitcoin. And now this orange curve shows the price forecast for the next coming weeks. And this blue curve shows the price changes during the last 1000 days. Let's now focus on this last part. This is a zoom in on this last part of the price changes. And the blue curve show the price changes during the last 15 days. And the orange show the market forecast for the next 5 days. As you can see from this machine learning forecasting, we expect a quiet week for all of these indexes. And for example, for S&P, we don't expect significant changes at the end of the week. And for Jones, we expect a small correction by the end of the week, and also for Nasdaq. Now let's check the new package for the next 2 weeks. I will first show the 5 stocks package and then 8 stocks package. This is the package, the 5 stocks package, which has been selected with this technical analysis and machine learning tool for a duration of 2 weeks. These are the tickers of the stocks in this package, and these are the price. Buying price means the market close price on Friday afternoon. And as usual, here you can see the price changes, normalized price changes during the last 60 days for each stocks. And this is now the 8 stocks package for the next 2 weeks. These are the tickers and the buying price. And as I have explained, since I buy on Friday and Monday after market opening, then the price which I buy then could be slightly different than this one. And these are the price changes, 60 days price changes for each stocks. The next video I will post on 22 of January, and then we can check the return of this package in the next video. And then let's hope for the best. and then talk to you in the next video, means on 22 of January. In the rest of this video, I will go through the return of this method since the beginning of 2017 for those who has not watched the previous video. As I have explained in the previous video, in this strategy and method, I used a code which is equipped with different technical analysis and machine learning techniques to select a package of 8 stocks for a duration of 2 weeks. And at the end of each 2 weeks, I sell the previous package and buy a new package. And I post bi-weekly then a video to show the new package and also to analyze the previous package. Here you can see the return of this method since the beginning of 2017 for 5 stocks strategy. And as you see at the end of this November 2022, we reach something around more than 900%. And as usual, you can read the cumulative on the right axis together with the orange curves and the return of each individual package on the left axis together with the bar. In the next slides, I will go through the return of each year separately for those who are interested to know more about the return in each individual year. Starting with 2021, as you see here, the return of this method in 2021, and as you know, this year was a very good year for trading. And as you see, the return of this method at the end of the year slightly exceed 100%. And the minimum happened in November, and which was close to -3%, and the maximum happening in the end of January was more than 11%. 2020, as you know, at the beginning we had a drop in the market due to the pandemic. However, during the rest of the year, this has been recovered, and at the end of the year, it was not an bad year for trading. At the end of the year, as you see, the return of this method reached something around 40%. And the minimum happened, which happened in March, was -25%, and the maximum was plus 15%. 2019, the return of this method, as you see, reached something around 67%. And as you see, the maximum was something around 6%, which happened in June, and the minimum return also was close to -6%, which happened in the May. As you know, 2018 was not an ideal year for trading. However, as you see at the end of the year, the return of this method was positive and reached something close to 12%. The minimum was something close to -8%, which happened in March, and the maximum was close to 7%, and it happened in May. And finally, here you can see the return of this method in 2017. As you see, the return at the end of the year reached something around 45%, and the minimum happened in sometime in April, and it was close to 2.5%, and the maximum happened in again end of April, and it was more than 6%. Then with this slide, we'll finish the return of this method since the beginning of 2017.